Today I want to look at the third sign. This miracle happens at the pool of Bethsaida near the sheep gate on the northern part of the city of Jerusalem. John says a large crowd of sick people were lying on the porches. He names the blind, the lame, and the paralyzed. They were all waiting for the troubled water in the pool. Let me paint a mental picture for you. Use your imagination. Can you see the water in the pool? Can you see the water as it begins to bubble? Just watch the pandemonium as it breaks out. Remember now, only one person will be healed, the first one to get in the pool. Can you see in your imagination the pushing, the shoving, the tripping? Can you see them crawling, hopping, rolling, all in an attempt to get in the water? Every man for himself. Anyone goes, it's the survival of the strongest. Here is a real example of the law of the jungle. The one who gets in the water first would not be the most needy. No. The one who gets in the water is the one with the least ailment, the one who manages to outmaneuver him or herself and be the first in the water. What a pathetic picture. John then tells us that there is a man in the crowd. We are not told when he got to the pool, only that he has been sick for 38 years. We don't know exactly what was wrong with him, but it's apparent that he was immobilized because his own testimony attests to it. He says he does not have anyone to put him in the pool. I've always wondered, why did Jesus pick on this one lone man? Why didn't Jesus just line up everyone and have a healing party? Now, if I'm reading this story right, it seems Jesus actually selected this man, picked him out, and asked him, "Do you want to get well?" Jesus does not ask this brother whether he has faith. No. This man wasn't thinking in those terms. For him, all he needed was to be first into the troubled water. He doesn't even give a straight answer to the Lord's question. Instead, he makes this lame excuse. He says, "It's not my fault that I'm this way. No one will help me into the troubled water. Someone else always gets in before me." I want to suggest that the reason why this story is in the Gospels, in my view, is to reveal first who Jesus is. You see, in chapter 1, John says, Jesus was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. In this story, Jesus makes it very clear who he is. He demonstrates that he has authority over sickness. This story is a sign showing us that the Son of God has the authority to act as God. Secondly, maybe the most important reason why this story is in the gospel is a sign showing us how God proposes to deal with human helplessness. Look at it this way. Jesus sees this man and takes pity on him, not because he's pious, not because he has suffered for so long. Jesus heals him without requiring faith. After the man is healed, Jesus seems to seek him out after him again and warns him about continuing in his sin. I'm bothered by this brother. Look at verse 7. He doesn't even give a straight answer to a straight question. In verse 11, when the authorities begin to ask difficult questions about the Sabbath, he shifts blame. He says that he that made me whole, the same said to me, take up your bed and walk. He blames the one who healed him. This man is so out of it that he doesn't even know the identity of his benefactor. What ticks me off the most is verse 15. Once he finds out that Jesus was the one who healed him, he goes straight to the authority and turns Jesus in and reports him. I don't like this guy. Then it dawned on me. This man is me. Jesus saved me when I was yet a sinner, knowing very well I still have the propensity towards sin from the very moment I was saved onward to beyond. Jesus knew that there is a possibility for me turning away from him. Yes, I've been the recipient of grace. Yes, I've been saved. But it's not because of who I am. It's all because of God's amazing grace. Let's be honest, my friends. We all are unworthy recipients of God's grace. I want to suggest that's how God chooses to deal with human helplessness, by grace. God is gracious to us all. God's grace is unmerited favor. It's God's goodness. It cannot be earned. I also realized that God does right because it's right. You see, doing what is right is always the right thing to do. I know from this story and from personal experience that people can reject and even persecute you for doing right. Doing right does not always result in a thank you or a favorable response from the recipient. This story is saying Jesus wants to reach out to you, not because of who you are, not because of your ethnicity, but because of the depth of God's love. He loves you regardless of whether that love is received or not. My friends, God loves you. Would you love him back and accept his amazing grace? I pray so. God bless you.